The FBI is investigating whether or not Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe's 2013 campaign accepted illegal contributions. Federal officials say investigators have been looking into the matter for the past several months. McAuliffe is a Clinton confidant, of course, and a one-time board member of the foundation set up by former President Bill Clinton. Records show more than 100 donors contributed to both the foundation and to McAuliffe's campaign. Federal officials say investigators are looking at those overlaps and are especially interested in contributions from Chinese politician Wang Wenliang. Contributions by foreign nationals are barred, but Wang's spokesperson says he has permanent U.S. resident status. A lawyer for McAuliffe's campaign says that neither he nor the governor have been contacted by the FBI, but pledges to fully cooperate if asked. Mark Halperin, what's the impact of this?
Well, look, a couple things. One is any conservative who thinks that the Obama Justice Department is not willing to investigate Democrats fairly can look at this and say, you got to give him some credit in the sense that Terry McAuliffe being targeted now is very bad for the Democrats, very bad for the Clintons because he's so close to them. The other thing is, based on what's been reported so far about this, this may be another case where prosecutors are looking anew at what, for most politicians, is business as usual. Commingling, fundraising with political support, with access. It's the kind of thing that's been going on forever, and you see that here in New York with Bill de Blasio. You see that in some of the investigations that conservative journalists are doing of the Clintons. This is the way
Clinton cash book was this entire case. This is the way
business has operated. It's what Bernie Sanders has railed against. It's what Donald Trump has practiced and now rails against.
This would be a big story on its own, but given his connection to the Clintons, given that we're in the middle of a heated election campaign right now, there's a lot of smoke around it. What fire do you think they're looking for?
Just based on what, I don't have any original reporting, but based on what's been reported, again, it's the kind of relationships that Bob McDonald got convicted for, but now the Supreme Court is looking at. It's strange that it's been going on for months, and the governor's office claims they don't know anything about it. And why it's breaking now, it's unclear. But I'll just say again, it's a Democratic FBI, Justice Department. It's a Democratic administration, and the fact that they're looking at suggests a potential problem. They say the foundation's not being targeted, but it does involve the Clinton Foundation. This is not great news politically, obviously, for the Clintons. Brian Fallon, Clinton spokesman, we asked him about it last night, and he said he wouldn't comment on it. He wouldn't even defend Terry McAuliffe's ethics. So,
is it just chance that it's Virginia again?
Yeah. Well, just remember, the interesting thing about this, right, another interesting element of this is that recently Terry McAuliffe announced that he was going to, by executive order, allow felons to start voting, which was seen through the prism of the politics of 2016. That's now being challenged. That's going to be challenged in court. Not that the two things are in any way directly related, but it creates this kind of, the fact that McAuliffe could be under investigation and potentially beleaguered by that investigation creates a context in which this other legal challenge will go on that could have great political consequences for how 2016 plays out in the state of Virginia.